We all make plans. We plan what we will wear tomorrow, what we will have for dinner, what we are going to do on the weekend. Our lives revolve around temporary plans that we hope one day will become a reality. We grow older every day. The idea of retirement seems like fun. You can now do everything you did not have time to do before because you were too busy with work and raising children and grandchildren. You can plan endless hours of golf and plan to go out to breakfast with friends. You can plan to go to an exotic country or plan to learn a new skill. Plans change. No one likes to plan for the worst case scenario. No one plans on leaving their home. No one plans on losing their job. No one plans on getting dementia or relying on an oxygen tank to breathe. No one plans to outlive their friends and family. During my time at Fountain View, I learned that life does not always work out according to our plans. I did not know what to expect when I started. I had never visited an assisted living facility before and had no idea how much the lives of these people would touch me. I was able to have conversations with some of them and got to hear about their lives and personal experiences. A woman who particularly touched me was named Stephanie. She was the sweetest woman I have ever met in my life. She came to America while she was a young adult with her new husband. She talked about her Russian neighbors and her opinions on cars and her children. But most of all, she talked about the Catholic Church. She was one of many children and raised in a devout Catholic household. Religion was more than a part of her life, it was who she was. At the Catholic Masses held at the home, she always gave the priest money for the church, even though she did not have to. She told me she gave money to the church since she was about 7 years old because it was her duty as a Catholic. Even as I saw her health taking a turn for the worse, she still knew that she was in good hands because of her faith in God. During these times, I would go up to her room and watch Mass with her on the TV. I grew close to Stephanie during my time at Fountain View and will never forget the times we shared. One of the hardest things was when I was in the dementia building and started to develop a relationship with the people there. The next time I would go back, they would have no memory of who I am or what we did. For them, every time seeing me was the first time. The experience I had at Fountain View will stay with me for the rest of my life. Seeing someone so young made the people happy. Even a simple smile can change a person's day. During my time at Fountain View, I performed a range of activities from bingo to praise and worship, to aiding in church services and Mass, to going on field trips to the Berlin Fair and cherry picking, and helping with your yard sale. I helped people get from point A to point B in the facility. I also helped pass out lunches. I was able to help people have a better day and enhance the lives of the residents at Fountain View. In America, it is becoming common for the elderly to be driven out of retirement or continue working to pay their debts, living expenses, and healthcare needs. They are forced into poverty by unexpected circumstances, such as medical disabilities, loss of spouse through death or divorce, wage discrimination, and low-wage jobs. These affect their independence, resulting in them going into assisted living homes, but they still need to find a way to pay for those homes. With newer technology, people are living longer now than they have in the past. There is a lack of preparedness because people are living longer. There is a decline of workers saving for retirement. The percentage of Americans who report saving for retirement in 2013 stands at 68%, down from 75% in 2011. The decline in retirement savings is most significant among households with an income less than $35,000. A report by the Wall Street Journal in 2011 found that the typical American household nearing retirement with a 401k savings account had less than 1/4 of what was required to maintain their current standard of living. We need to educate people on the importance of putting away money for their retirement. Education is an avenue that needs to be pushed in the fight against senior poverty. Back in the older days, it was not common for people, especially women, to obtain a high school diploma, and this is no longer the case. People who are living at the poverty level today are able to at least attain a high school diploma and possibly go to a community college or trade school. It is important to try to limit the amount that you are in debt. Life and human dignity of a person declares that human life is not secular. It is a sacred gift from God. This is the groundwork for a moral vision for society. Every person, every life is valuable. People are more important than worldly objects. This means that every person is important to society, no matter their age, color, or race. The elderly are often cast aside and no longer seen as useful in society, but this is far from true. Their stories and experiences can inspire future generations to make better choices and live a full life.